Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shameika and this is Check the Rhymes. I'm super excited that you're here, but first, you know the spill. Hit the subscribe button and go over there and tap that bell icon in case you want to be notified whenever I upload a video. And as usual, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, share. And if you miss the content over here, you can always check me out at my media partner, sweet929.tv. Now that I got the housekeeping out of the way, I am super excited about today's show because joining me is Kron Moore. She plays Victoria Franklin on the hit series Tyler Perry's The Oval, which airs on BET. But guess what, y'all? The mid-season premiere kicks off this Wednesday, May 6th, 9 o'clock on BET. So Kron's going to talk to me a little bit about what we can expect for this half of the season. And we're going to also talk about a cause that's near and dear to her heart. And I had to ask her about her affirmations that keep her going, especially with this quarantine. So you don't want to miss today's show. Stay tuned. Hi, Kron. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Check the Rhymes. I'm super excited to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, I could not wait to talk to you because there's a couple things that I can't wait to touch on. But first, Tyler Perry's The Oval mid-season premiere on Wednesday at 9 o'clock on BET. We got to talk about that first.
Yes.
So, can you give us any inclination of what's going to happen this season?
Well, what I can say is that the end of the first half of the season, we ended up with Hunter, the president of the United States, having a decapitated girlfriend in his bed. So we'll pick up where that left off. And also, one of the families on the downstairs portion of the White House, we follow him home and they have a grandchild that's missing. So that story will continue as well. It's going to be crazy. So I hope you're tuning in. It only gets crazier from here.
Now, will it kind of intertwine with Ruthless? Because I know that show kind of is like not necessarily the spinoff, but the shows are kind of intertwined a little bit.
Yes. So the child who's missing, you do find her in Ruthless. So that the story veers off, and Ruthless tells a little bit of the story on that end. And so you'll see how the stories kind of intertwine in the second half of this season of The Oval.
Awesome. Cannot wait, and cannot wait to see what Victoria is up to as well.
She's always got something up her sleeves.
Right. So one of my questions, though, as I was reading more about you, and this really resonated with me because I decided I want to quit doing this every other day. But I saw that this is your first major role. What kept you going, through, the trials and tribulations and not wanting to give up before you landed this role on The Oval?
Well, as you said, it's kind of like one of those things where you want to give up every other day. You want to quit every other day because there's so much rejection and it's so difficult and it's kind of like an uphill battle. But it's one of those things where if it's in you, you have to keep going and you owe it to yourself. After you put so much time and effort and energy and emotion into your craft, into your passion, it doesn't go anywhere. And so you owe it to yourself to see it through. And so that's one of the things that has kept me going and has brought me to this point. So I'm grateful that I stayed with it and I stayed true to myself. And, eventually it all pays off.
Was there one affirmation that you told yourself all the time to be like, you know what, you got this, you can do it. You're worth, making it to your dream. Was there anything like that you told yourself?
Yeah, it's, I don't believe that something is placed in you. I think we're all gifted with something if you believe in that type of thing. But if you have a passion, a fire that burns in your belly, it's not for naught, and so you have to see it through.
Right.
That is the thing, that's your purpose. That's the thing that is going to get you through this life. So whether you do it on a professional level or do it on a personal level, you have to do it.
Absolutely. And for my last question, since May is Mental Health Awareness Month, I know that that's a cause that's near and dear to your heart. So I wanted to find out, of course, with the pandemic that's going on, how are you taking care of your mental health and self-care? What are you doing to make sure that you're okay during this time?
Well, I want to just give a shameless plug. I have partnered with an Atlanta-based organization. It's a mental health organization called Silence the Shame. And, we want to encourage people to not stigmatize mental health issues. Yes. Mental illness is a real thing in our community, and it's something that we need to deal with. It's something that we need to talk about. And I know a lot of people are struggling through this time with the COVID pandemic. A lot of families have been touched by it. A lot of people have been affected by it. And so I just try to stay encouraged. I try to stay connected. It's important, I think, that we all stay connected during this time and encourage each other, lift each other up, try to stay as healthy as possible, keep moving, eat healthy, and just try to stay positive.
Absolutely. That's really, sometimes it feels like that's all we can do, and make sure we laugh every day if we can.
Absolutely. Find something to laugh about.
Yes. And
there's always something. So.
And then, of course, we have now Tyler Perry's The Oval mid-season premiere kicking off Wednesday, May 6th to check out. And it's on BET at 9 o'clock. So thank you, Kron, for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.